YNF Lucci took a plea deal for 20 years. Oh, hell no.
Nigga kill over a bitch but let a rat keep his life.
Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm just trying to beat the odds and you can help me. So, YNF Lucci. What's his name? YNF Lucci? Yeah, that's him. He took a plea deal for 20 years. He was charged with racketeering and some other charges. Murder. You know, the murder when his friend got killed in the car. They went to go do something. His friend got killed. He supposedly pushed his friend out the car because his friend had got hit and was dying, or whatever the case is, allegedly. Yeah, he pled guilty. They say he was the driver. That's what his lawyer and them said. He didn't fire the deadly shot. So, yeah, he took a 20-year plea deal. He took the plea. It's 10 years in prison and then the other 10 on probation. Nah, he finna get time served, so he finna get out in about 3.5 years, something like that, because he already got time served. Yeah, he lucky. Thug still fighting his case. Nah, the question is, everything that he was charged with, it come with a life sentence, the maximum of life sentence. So did Lucci snitch? Did he tell on somebody? I don't know. I ain't seen no paperwork. The latest paperwork I ain't heard of. So we have to see when it come out. Y'all gotta let me know. Leave a comment. But I know he did have something to do with telling when he got stabbed up in jail or whatever the case is. So, but y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel about Lucci taking the plea deal for 20 years, 10 years on probation. You already know they do stuff like that because they know you're going to come back, you're going to do something. 10 years probation is a long time. I know the feeling.
Unfortunately, in this case, as we know, there's been so many other pleas, and the momentum of no first offender had already taken effect, and that just impacted us. But I think that Gabe brings up a really important point, and that is you won't be able to find a file if you go to the clerk's office and see more motions that have been filed, more briefs that have been filed. I mean, right through the 3 weeks of jury selection, up until this morning, we were still filing. There was a brief file, probably 5 o'clock this morning. Gabe's right. This has been a brawl, literally a legal brawl for 3 years that we've been fighting through, leading to this case, and believing that he had no responsibility for the death of December 10, 2020. We were never going to concede to that because nothing was his fault. And secondly, the important issue that you've asked about, under no set of circumstances, ever going to be a witness in any case. YSL, a stop sign violation, nothing. You're not going to see Ray Sean Bennett be a witness in any case.
So if we see his name on a witness list, let you know, right? Give you a call.
Well, that's all garbage because
the Thug's name is on our list.
Exactly.
You know, every defendant's name that is charged in the YSL charge is on our witness list, and so to the extent that Lucci's name appears on the witness list, that's just form fashion. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Well, and in both cases.
Now, I want y'all.
Court battle brewing over whether he should be out on bond.
Yeah, we poured over lots of documents and also found fascinating details about the felony murder allegations against the music star. Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt says YFN Lucci is housed in the Fulton County Jail in a way that keeps him safe and the staff.
We do treat charges more so than the celebrity status, and he is certainly in our maximum security area.
Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt says if some of his deputies and detention officers want to see music megastar YFN Lucci, real name Rayshawn Bennett, on video, they don't need to call up his performances on YouTube, because Labatt's folks these days keep tabs on him the same way they watch other Fulton County jail inmates, on the surveillance video monitors in the jail, where Lucci has been housed since surrendering May 10th on a gang-related RICO indictment involving allegations of felony murder and more. His lawyer has said
he's not guilty of all charges.
Documents we obtained reveal even before the racketeering indictment of 12 people, a battle was shaping up over whether Lucci, an alleged blood gang associate, should be out on bond.
Is YFN Lucci a member or an associate of any criminal street gang?
No, he's not a gang member. What he is an internationally recognized musical artist that is a triple platinum winner.
Documents indicate the racketeering case filed April 30th involves, among other things, the felony murder of James Adams, in which Lucci is accused along with 2 others, but that Lucci had already been charged in connection with that homicide in January. That to the best of an APD man's knowledge, YFN Lucci and 3 gang members traveled, Lucci driving, to an area dominated by a rival gang. Allegedly, Adams and a front seat passenger fired multiple shots. Adams was hit by return fire and put out of the vehicle a short distance away. Lucci lawyer Drew Findling maintains the felony murder charge against Lucci involves an allegation that Lucci was driving his Maybach with some friends. We found this YouTube video dated just a day before the alleged felony murder.
YFN Lucci gets a 2021 Maybach SUV as a surprise from Billionaire Fly.
Oh, okay.
When someone shot at the car, someone in the backseat defensively returned fire, and because a passenger in Lucci's car was killed, Lucci was charged with felony murder, which Findling says he's absolutely not guilty of. Documents indicated both sides agreed to a bond on the homicide charge, but on April 12th, before the filing of the racketeering indictment, a prosecutor moved to revoke his bond, alleging he routinely violated conditions. But the Lucci side argued, quote, there appears to be no rational basis for asking for any additional bond, unquote, and asked the court to allow his bond to remain in place. Now, Lucci lawyer Findling says felony murder occurs when someone unintentionally causes a death during the commission of a felony. He maintains Lucci was not committing a felony. As I understand it, before the racketeering indictment, YFN Lucci had a $500,000 bond on a total of 4 charges. Reporting live at the Fulton County Jail, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
I'm not going to lie to y'all. He didn't just get 20 years, take the plea deal for 20 years and then say nothing. Like, I just don't believe that. I think he said something, and that's why the plea deal 20 years came. They like, we'll give you 20 years, you tell us something, because it held the maximum of life. And if he tell what he did, which he said he was the driver, they asked him, okay, well, who's the shooter? And I don't see him not saying it to get that 20 years. His record is definitely going to be one of the records that's sealed. The record's going to come out and it's going to be sealed. And when it is, y'all could come back to this video and tell me I'm right. Because they just saying you just not going to tell on yourself and then, no. But y'all leave a comment, let me know what y'all think.